What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P, back with another episode of Cool Tech under $50 this month for February. The series we show some of the best tech you can buy under that price point. If you see anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. But also, shout out to last month's winners. I've been in contact with you so you can claim your tech. If you want to win something from today, all you gotta do is comment down below your favorite item, why you like it, give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you're subscribed. Spoiler, I can see who is and who isn't subbed to the channel, and obviously, I'm only gonna pick people who are subbed. So if you wanna win, cover your bases, tap that subscribe button. Now, first up today, we have a pretty nifty little RGB Macro Pad, 9 keys in total. Obviously, macro pads are gonna be clutch for pretty much any scenario, whether it's gaming, photo editing, video editing, streaming. You guys know me and my love for macros. This one stock comes in 2 different keycap sets. There's an all-white blank set, and the stock set that comes on it has the actual characters printed on it. But obviously, you can put on whatever keycaps you want. Now, what I like about this is first up is USB-C, so you can obviously swap out that cable if you want to really customize it and have a nice coil cable on your desktop to kind of fit in with the overall aesthetic. Construction-wise, I think it looks really nice with the all frosted acrylic to it. And with these 9 keys, it's obviously completely programmable. You can go inside and rewrite what each key does, make it something like playback, have certain keys for certain programs and functions. It's completely up to you to determine what you want these keys to be. Switches I have in this unit are Atemu blue, so when you click on them, they be clacky. And with it being RGB, you do have some colors to pick from, as well as a few different effects to add some pizzazz to the desktop. So for just under $30, a nice tiny compact acrylic RGB macro pad, add it to your desktop, improve that workflow. Anybody out there could take advantage of extra macros and functions. And while you're at it, like I did, custom keycap set, custom cable, make it look nice, add it to the desktop, put this to use. Definitely pretty good for $30. And you guys also know, history on this channel shows that I like me some knobs. Pause. Knobs when it comes to an amp and DAC, that is. This USBC Amp DAC from Rian I think is also a nice addition to your desktop, especially if you're just using your onboard audio. This will help tremendously. So a little spoiler, I'm gonna have an entirely dedicated video on gaming amp and DACs coming up, but I also ran a poll on Twitter and YouTube, and way too many of you are doing it all wrong. I really hope you do not plug in your headphones or whatever into your front I/O on your PC, because that is just horrible for the overall sound quality coming out. If you want instant results, instant better audio, an amp and DAC will go a long way, and that's why for just 35 bucks, I picked this up. Up top, you get a big old volume knob. On the back, you have ports for optical in, USB-C, and coaxial. Then on the front side, you have your left and right analog output, a headphone jack, and a little bass switch. This will give you just a little extra oomph in your bass, or in music, or gaming, or whatever. So you take that 3.5mm jack, plug it right into the front, obviously enable this in your PC sound settings, and then instantly, you will notice a major upgrade. Again, if you're just using your stock onboard audio, this will help out a lot. And what I like about this for the price is A, it's got a USB-C port, so thank you for being modern. With the optical jack, it comes with an optical cable, so you can plug this into your TV, a console like a PS4 and stuff, and take advantage of that. And also, while it's not gonna, blow your mind, a little bass switch to improve it a little bit could definitely be pretty cool. Another idea for you if you're limited in desktop space, since it is so small, just tuck this right behind your keyboard, run your headphone cable underneath the keyboard so it's, nice and tidy, and then it's just right there, volume control at an arm's reach. So for just around $35, a nice compact amp and DAC, convenient volume dial up top, adjust it on the fly, and stop using that front I/O on your PC, damn it. Now next up, no, the PS5 isn't under $50, neither is there a DualShock 5 controller, but it is hands down the best controller I've ever used for gaming, whether it be, on the PS5 or on my PC. Just the ergonomics, the adaptive triggers, the feedback, it is crazy. But what is under 50 bucks, and something you can do to customize yours, as you can see, is these swappable faceplates that you can add to, match your setup, match your certain setup theme, and they're like 12 bucks. On Amazon, I found these in a bunch of different colors and finishes from different sellers. You can see here we have the metallic silver and a metallic blue, as well as a deep blue and a deep red color, but I've seen things like gold shells, green, purple, and so on. Taking the stock black shell off is very simple. Just using that included plastic piece for the pick, you pretty much just pry it up on the bottom of the handles on both sides, and then from there kind of work your way in towards the charging port. Then it'll just come out naturally. It all snaps up, maneuver it around the joysticks, and it just slides out. Then attaching the new shell is equally as simple. You start with those two prongs at the top of the shell that goes under the touchpad there. Then again, maneuver it around each of the joysticks. Then it kind of just falls in place, add some force to snap it back in. You'll hear it all click, then you're good to go. Now, nice and customized, pick your color, adds a nice little facelift to your PS5 controller. Also worth noting, every seller seems to be different. The metallic set had 2 shells, for example, and they also included a bunch of textured joystick risers, which the flat colors didn't have. But as I said, I know the controller itself isn't $50, but if you can afford that extra $20 for a new controller like this, I'm telling you, even as an Xbox guy, there is just no beating this. I play games that even at my desk setup require a controller only, and this has been my go-to. And you can even take it a step further and match the RGB light bar on the controller itself to the shell you bought, just to make it all match that much more. You can find them anywhere from $10 to $15 for a shell. Next, you're probably wondering what that was in the thumbnail, right? This is a Sabrent SSD dock. And this is absolutely awesome because I have a bunch of SSDs lying around. I'm sure, content creators, gamers out there, you might as well. And I had just a bunch of them and I thought, like, how can I hook these all up at once? See what's on them, transfer data. They should make a dock. Googled it, Sabrent coming in clutch. You plug in your SSDs into this goes to your PC, and now you have access to all 4 SSDs or however many you have plugged into here. And up top is a magnetic fan. So when you put it on, snaps into place and it'll keep them cool. I definitely think it's a good idea. And if you're like me, you have SSDs lying around and you either want to, like I said, see what's on them, put them to use, or just use them all pretty much now as like this massive external hard drive with 4 extra slots for 4 extra SSDs. You can now do that. Read and write on the fly, connects to your PC with a USB 3.0 cable, and has a 5 gigabit per second transfer rate. So pretty much all you do is just line up the SATA connector with the internal connector on the inside, slide it in, it'll snap into place, and you're good to go. Now this is made for 4 2.5-inch SSDs, so if you're using a traditional hard drive like the thick boys, that's obviously not gonna fit here. This just fits 2.5-inch drives. With that magnetic fan up top, it does glow blue to let you know it's on pretty much, and there's a button on the front where you can toggle it on and off. So whether you're consolidating data, transferring data, pretty much whatever you want to do with this and your 4 SSDs, it's very easy, very convenient. There's no tools, no software needed, no drivers, literally plug and play. I picked it up for $48, just checked, it's around $51, definitely worth it though. Then lastly, we have a wireless touchpad for your PC. This one supports gestures as well, which is really cool. Super thin and compact. And I looked around for a while. There's not a lot of wireless touchpads for your PC that don't start at like at least $100. This one for $40, definitely a good desktop companion if you want. So with it being wireless, it connects to your PC via Bluetooth. And then from there, once it's set up, you can use it as you would any other touchpad, Use it as a mouse. 2 fingers for scrolling and enable gestures and stuff to create certain gestures to be certain commands. Up top is also a dedicated strip for things like scrolling left and right on the page. You have your middle click, left and right clicks for the mouse, obviously, so you're not losing any functionality really. Only thing you're losing out on really is, Apple support. This is not in the Apple ecosystem. It's just made for your PC. And again, have it on the side of your setup maybe. Not really to replace your mouse, but good for scrolling, navigating things. You got a bunch of, photos you want to go through. Use this, nice and quick, nice and simple. Just around $40 too. So definitely one of the best, in this genre of PC touchpads that you're not breaking the bank at. So figured it'd be pretty cool. Show it off for you guys. And yeah, that'll wrap it up for this episode of Cool Tech under $50 for February. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, I'll have everything you saw listed for you in the description down below so you can check it out. If you like this video, make sure to give this one a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.